This is inverted vitrectomy.
Cloth macular pucker 23G vitrectomy with brilliant blue double stain and 25G Forceps double peel of epiretinal and internal limiting membrane.
These are the preoperative OCTs and retinal peaks from the patient. The macula was pretty thick. Notice a late-phase macular edema secondary to traction and structural dismantling of the retina. The patient is phakic. You may observe an extensive macular pucker distorting the retinal structures and straightening the vessels. A posterior vitrectomy from core to peripheral was performed and the hyaloid removed.
Time now for a complete AFX, air fluid exchange, and make the eye fundus as dry as possible.
So the first stain was applied with brilliant blue injected on the macular surface. Using a macular lens, it was possible to appreciate the macular better. PSS was allowed in to wash brilliant blue out, and an irregular stain, pretty good though, was possible to visualize. By using a 25 forceps, the epiretinal tissue was removed.
The contrast between the internal limiting membrane, partially stained, helped in deciding where to grasp the epiretinal tissue within the macular pucker. Different areas were chosen, preferable where the membrane was more evident. Care should be taken when pulling the membrane, and that should be very slow as not to tear the adjacent tissue or break through the retina. Of course, much of non-stained areas were due to epiretinal tissue stuck on the ILM area together with astrocyte and miliary cell and feet and footplate proliferations. So the best is to find an edge, get the epiretinal membrane and detach it, and in case you let it go, find its edges again and keep peeling around. Same rules apply here, and the best bet is to be very gentle and careful with inappropriate movements. But now, with a second stain, no need to do another AFX because we removed the epiretinal tissue and left much of the ILM uncovered. A good stain of the ILM resulted, and the same 25G forceps was used again with a powerful macular lens to remove the ILM. Notice that the internal limiting membrane was very well stained and brilliant blue was injected straight towards the macula, displaying remnants of ILM previously uncovered. An effort has to be made to remove the membrane from the retinal surface.
Perfluorocarbon liquid was poured on the macular surface for a while some laser was applied in the peripheral retina as a preventative method for avoiding complications such as a retinal detachment. It was soon removed with a backflash cannula.
A final AFX was carried out. It is a complete one, and only air was left, no gas needed. That was done this way to avoid gas in contact with the posterior capsule and eventually causing cataract. This is postoperative period number 8, just a week after the procedure. There was no more air and the patient was able to do OCT and retinography. The macula was free of any epiretinal tissue proliferation. The autofluor peak showed a mild to moderate retinal pigment epithelial defect, but a lot closer to normal. The retina is much less thick and much regular now, towards a better shape and appearance. A question that was just raised after the procedure: is there a role attributed to perfluorocarbon as to weigh in on retina and help stabilize the shape of the macula towards the normal appearance? A question was just raised after the procedure: is there a role attributed to the perfluorocarbon as to weigh in on retina and help stabilize the shape of the macula towards the normal appearance? That was about it. Thanks a lot. We appreciate your attention.